and they get used to things fairly quick, and they're doing great, all of them. I don't see any problems. The variation in colors is kind of interesting. I don't know all the characteristics of this. Day 2 with the new chicks. I'm going to show you what they're doing, how they're growing. They're all thriving. It's going great. So you can see they're enjoying themselves. They're curious. Look at them flock. And they get used to things fairly quick. And they're doing great, all of them. I don't see any problems. The variation in colors is kind of interesting. I don't know all the characteristics of this particular breed. So they seem to come in a variety of colors. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, I am going to show you really quickly what I've been working on all afternoon. I am preparing meals and snacks for us to take traveling, and that's one of the very big things when you are traveling, that you can't eat healthy. And so these are, I'm going to move my camera just a little bit to show you some stuff. So of course I'm taking apples, and with apples I always take cheese, because apples and cheese go together because you've got a carb and a protein. So the cheese that I've got today is a Danish Havarti cheese and a white cheddar cheese. And remember, we want to use white cheeses that don't have dyes in them. So these are both really good cheeses to be able to use. I'm going to take cucumber slices. I've got a couple of peaches here.
No doubt from somewhere south of the...
Yeah, I know. Halos, bananas, organic tomatoes, and I've washed them. And then I'm going to take this little watermelon and cut it all up for us. And then in here I have walnuts, pecans, cashews, almonds, and coconut shreds, and some little bits of pieces of dark chocolate. So that's, and there's no sugar added in that, so not like when you buy in the store that has tons of sugar in it. And then I made something that didn't work out. I made my macaroons, which I've made before, but the recipe actually said to beat the meringue until it was a meringue instead of just like it was normally. And so I did that. This is my macaroon, which looks really pretty here. But most of them are just, they split open. And there's no way I can take them. See, as I hold it, it just crumbles. It would make a really good pie crust, but I don't think I get to take those. But I have to show you my failures too. Then I have oatmeal energy balls. These are no bake. They're made with oatmeal, no, I didn't put coconut in them. I did put pecans and dark chocolate, and I didn't have any chocolate chips. And lots of times chocolate chips aren't the right size, but I had a really dark chocolate bar, so I cut it up into pieces and put it into here. It's got honey in it and flaxseed in it, and it's all put together. If you're interested, I'll put the recipe down for you. But you just freeze them and then keep them in the refrigerator, so we'll keep them in the ice chest. And so there's, I also put in both of these recipes, which may be the reason that didn't work out, I put half the honey, so it doesn't have enough goo in it.
You needed more goo.
I needed more goo, so that's the recipe for that. This one was fine. Then I'm taking meatballs, and these are lamb and beef, both grass-fed. How are they, Jim?
Excellent. I am excited for this
He
trip.
came back, and they're all cooked. And if you've never had cold meatballs or cold meatloaf, you ought to try it. It's really, really good. So that gives us protein. Then I had to work really hard to find some tortillas that did not have the wrong kind of oils in them. And this one is corn tortilla and a wheat tortilla. And then I've spread on it a honey mustard dressing that is not got any bad oils in it. And then I put a piece of provolone cheese, which is organic, and turkey, a slice of turkey, which doesn't have any nitrates in it. And then I slice cucumbers really thin over the top and roll it. How was it, Jim?
Exceptional.
Good enough to drive with?
Yes, I can drive you crazy.
And then the last thing that we're gonna have for a meal there is I'm taking our thermoses, and these are the thermoses that we got that were stainless steel. And I don't know if you remember, but they have a very wide opening, and so we're gonna fill these with soup. There's a couple of kinds of soup that's okay to eat, that's instant soup. Chunky tomato bisque from Amy's, so I'm putting that in one of them. And this is a new brand called Yes. I didn't see that, it's from Campbell's, but it doesn't have the bad stuff in it. This is a sweet potato corn chowder with red peppers and wild rice. So we're gonna have that, and I think we're gonna have a good trip. So I think it's important that you know that there's preparation. Then we've got carrots to take and things like that, but you have to have preparation in order not to eat bad.
And some of the things that we're having, you might question and say, yeah, but that's slightly processed. The choice is don't eat anything for 9 hours or stop and eat fast food. This is going to be a better choice than either one of those.
And anything I have that's processed, I've worked really hard to make sure that it doesn't have anything that I wouldn't eat normally in it. So
There we go.
there you go.